Thanks for coming. It's great to see everybody. Today, Andrew brought my attention to something that I found disconcerting, to say the least. Oh look, Pamela is showing us the sun. What a luxury to be able to see the sun through another filter. Extraordinary. Andrew, I know you're driving the car, but Pamela's got her phone directly pointed to the sun, and it's really quite marvelous. Okay, so Andrew sent me this text from a friend of his who's an Olympic coach of some kind, or Olympic fitness consultant of some description. And he says, over the last 24 hours, I've had 56 messages from athletes or coaches seeking help at the Olympics. He says, these 2021 games are a mental nightmare. In the 21 years working with athletes at Olympic Games, I've never seen more stress or anxiety. The individual sports athletes are having the hardest time behind the scenes. People competing as individuals. And then I think he's talking about Simone Biles here. She's such a phenomenal athlete and an incredibly kind human, despite the vitriol she can be on the receiving end of. The source of her issues and many other athletes right now is the toxic nature of social media. I was just texting with ABC News and I said, it feels like we're holding athletes together with duct tape and Gorilla Glue right now. The Olympic Games are just a microcosm of society. If you're seeing some of the most mentally tough, focused, and disciplined people on the planet fall prey to pressure, what about the regular Joes and Janes of society that don't have the same level of skill at coping with the toxic levels of opinion, rhetoric, and hateful commentary online? The antidote is always the same. Be more kind. If you do watch the Olympic Games, tweet or comment to the 8th place person that they're inspiring, not just the gold medalist. Well, I've been thinking that all along myself, except I don't tweet, but that's what the ripple's going to be about. In other words, send a message to the person that didn't even make it to the final heat, that you appreciate all the effort they put into getting to the Olympics, and thanks for making our country or your country proud. These athletes are getting bombarded with such pretty mean stuff because they let an entire nation down. Or comments, they're getting comments like, thanks for making me stay up late just to watch you lose. Something's got to give when it comes to people's behaviours online, and maybe this post can be a little reminder to encourage everyone, not just the winners, because they sure need it right now. The conditions inside the Olympic Village are not fun or healthy for most. And then he put a photo of Simone Biles up and says, I chose this photo of Simone, which is one of her in full flight with a big smile, to celebrate her brilliance and not the photos being shared in media and news stories of her looking stressed. I choose to see her this way, free, strong, and graceful, because that's what she is. Well, so this made me think not just of the athletes that have worked so hard to be there and to feel like they haven't made the grade, which is quite absurd, but the possibly billions of people with a B who work really hard for absolutely no appreciation or validation or gratitude. There have to be a lot of those people, people in so-called menial jobs, and the people who are not accepting or being grateful to those people. Like sometimes I'd like to walk up to those people and say, like, can you imagine life without those people? And so I thought it might be great, not just for the Olympic athletes, but for anyone who feels unappreciated, or for anyone who doesn't receive appreciation and doesn't even expect it, which is, I think, is even worse. And we've done this before. We've used the pericardium 8, 2 pericardium 8s, which is called the Palace of Toil. But when you put 2 palaces of toil together, you get a thank you. It's quite beautiful. And so the ripple for today, I'm glad you like that, Mary. So the ripple today is one of great thanks to all the people who receive insufficient or no gratitude. And thanks so much for being here. Let's get to work. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for coming. See you tomorrow.